So my parents, Marie and Nancy, who started their married life at 17 and 18, way too young in many people's books, and in a very, very high-risk manner, I would suppose. And but because of the values that they got from their families and their parents, and I think even just a deeply ingrained drive to do it right, they did it right. You know, I think the one thing I would say about them, I think, is that I don't think Kim and I could have had two parents that we were ever convinced. I think we were convinced they were the best parents in the world. You know, they were. We had a totally loving household, totally supportive house. I thought Mom was the best mom, the best cook in the world. And I thought Dad was the most supportive and fairest and just best dad in the world. And I know Kim would say the same.
I'll second that. I can't speak, I'll cry.
Just a quick side story, just to give you an idea of kind of how Beaver Cleaverish our household was. I remember that they don't know what that means. They don't. 1950s TV show.
So many times. Yeah.
So, but I remember at one point we lived in Houston. That Mom and Dad had an argument, and I don't even know what it was about. It was well, and that was kind of it. You know, I mean, they probably had arguments before, but it was always behind closed doors or whatever. And I remember Kim and I were both upset, Kim especially, and she came to me and asked, "Are Mom and Dad going to get a divorce?" because they had an argument. You know? That was kind of how it was. I mean, they were great at getting along with one another, and they always provided a unified front to the kids, and we just, you know, we could take on the world because we always had them. They always had our backs. So we appreciate that, and you know, despite starting so young, they've made it 50 years, and by the grace of God and their own fortitude and drive to succeed. I'm sure there were times that were tough for them. I know there were times that were tough for them, but they stuck it out and stuck by each other, and you know, love ruled at the end of the day. So congratulations to both of you, and thanks for sticking it out.
Sorry, have we turned off?
I'm looking at the